What's up, guys? Just finished the first round of the Carabao Cup. Played Barnsley. Wanted to kind of talk about some things that I noticed during the game. First of all, team selection. Thank you, Frank. We got it right this time. I think some people were questioning Callum Hudson Odoi, whether he was going to stay with the team, get some playing time. I'll get to the player performance in a minute, but I'm glad he got the time tonight to play. Ruben Loftus-Cheek was missing tonight. So I'm not sure what that says. We'll talk about that in a minute. We did see Havertz get time tonight, and we'll go into this. Silva made his start tonight. Chilwell came in later on. Emerson started at left back. We'll talk about him some. So a great night, of course. You guys probably all know by now. Chelsea clearly won this time, 6-0. We expected that. Good to see a clean sheet. Caballero, he played. Willie was out of his mind on the save side of things. Made more saves tonight than Kepa has, and probably, I know this year, but probably the last part of last year too. So Willie played out of his mind. So let's get into it. So first of all, team selection. Everybody was saying it was a 4-3-3. It was really a 4-2-3-1. With Kova and Barkley playing in the back two. Of course, Silva and Tomori started out in the very back two, but Barkley and Kova were the midfielder two. And then, of course, you had Emerson on the left, Aspie on the right, which we expected Aspie on the right. I thought Chilwell was going to start on the left, but he came in later. So it was Emerson that started on the left. And then, of course, Willie was in goal. And then you move up to the attacking side of things. You had Havertz playing a true number 10 this game, which clearly, that's his spot, right? I don't think anybody should have a question going forward. I know Havertz has played on the right. He's played as a false 9. 10 is his spot. If you didn't know that going into the season, now you do. I know it was Barnsley, so let's don't overreact here. But still, you could see just the confidence, his comfort level, and of course the results of being in that number 10 spot. I know everybody says it's just Barnsley. I get it. But Callum Hudson-Odoi didn't score tonight. Mount didn't score tonight. It's just Barnsley, but it's still impressive. Because you can see the confidence and the comfort level of that number 10 spot for Havertz. So I think we know where he's playing from now on. And then, of course, we did start, Mount on the left wing, which, he played there a lot last year as well. Lampard just tries to fit him into the squad wherever there's an open spot. So he put him on the left, but he looked frustrated from the most part of the game. I don't know if he's just tired right now or if he's frustrated with, everything that's going on, people talking and stuff. I think he played well, but you could definitely see after some changes were made at the end of the game and Mount went back to that number 10 role where he was in the midfield, you could see his comfort level and his confidence goes up. So I think if we're going to play people out of position, they need to be comfortable with that position. And I think that's where we start seeing players struggle and not look comfortable. And Mount, even though he's played on the left some, you could tell. If you don't believe me, just rewatch the game if you can or watch the highlights. You'll see frustration all over him until he went to that midfield role. And then he's comfortable. Just like Havertz. Havertz was comfortable in the middle. So, and then, of course, we started with Tammy up top and then Callum Hudson-Odoi on the right. So I'm going to start there. So Callum Hudson-Odoi, been talked a lot lately. He needs time. We don't need to let him go, things like that. I do think that if we have him, he needs to play, right? When Ziyech and Pulisic is out, you have to play Callum Hudson-Odoi if you're going to keep him, right? However, he did not do enough, in my opinion, tonight to warrant the madness that's going on about Callum Hudson-Odoi. So I am officially changing his name. Haters beware. And I'm okay with the hate that I may receive for this, but his name is now Callum Hype Odoi because he has been overhyped for a while now, and everybody's going to say, "Oh, he's young. He's going to get better. He's going to be good." All well and true. I get that, but the problem with him is that he looks to leave the club anytime he doesn't get his way. Right? If he's not getting the playing time he wants to leave. If Bayern are interested in him, he's going to use that to negotiate a crazy amount per week for a young player that hasn't really proven himself and already had a major injury in his career. He's going to use that, right, the hype, to get his way, to get playing time, to get people interested in him, and he's going to use that to negotiate crazy contracts, and I don't like that. I don't like that attitude. I don't like that in a player. You're either here and you're going to work your way into the team, or you don't want to be here and you want to leave. But I'm over the hype. I'm over that. You had a chance today to prove yourself. Didn't see anything special. Nothing special. And so, I don't really care what everybody else thinks about that. That's what I think about it, and I think I'm valid in that. So Callum Hype Odoi, stay or leave, whatever. I know we don't have a lot of wingers to back him up, but even Emerson on the right wing at the end of the game, after Chile came in, they put Emerson on the right wing. He was good. So we'll make do. Now, if Callum wants to get the right attitude and go from hype to actual working hard and keeping his head down and proving himself instead of just utilizing the hype to get his way or to get more money, then yeah, I'll change my mind on him. But he's got to change his attitude before I change my mind. So that's my thoughts on that. And I spent way too much time on him. That's why he's Callum Hype Odoi, because people spend way too much time talking about him. Midfield defense wasn't there, but Conte was out. Jorginho was out. It was Barkley and Kovacic, and you could really see that Barnsley was able to just cut through the midfield really easily. But I'm okay with that. We're just giving some playing time. We know we need a holding midfielder. We need Declan Rice. We need somebody strong to sit there and clean up the defense in the midfield. We know that. Our goal this year is to strengthen the back end and score a bunch of goals on the front end. We haven't really done anything so far in the middle to shore up the defensive side of the middle, except for get Conte healthy. So as we go forward, we'll see if we get a Declan Rice or we get somebody to kind of put in the midfield for a defensive side. But right now, the back end looked good. Silva did well when he came in. He shored up himself. He made a mistake or two in the game, but it's his first game with us, and I think he settled nicely. The good thing I do like about Silva is that he's always looking forward. So any of the balls he plays out, he's looking for somebody up the field, not necessarily beside him, and passing back and forth with the goalkeeper. So I like that. I like that he's forward thinking, which I know is what Lampard wants. Tomori did well. I think anytime you're a defensive guy and you play and you don't make any mistakes that we're talking about after the game, then that's a step up for Chelsea. We need that. We just need consistency. You don't have to be spectacular. You need to be consistent and somebody we can count on. Dave always does well when he's in there, and he did great again today. Emerson, like I said, man, he put in a performance. Honestly, if it was up to me, I say get rid of Alonso. I know Frank probably won't do that because when we play three at the back, he likes to have Alonso as the left wing back running up. But honestly, I like Emerson. I think Emerson goes forward. He's got an attacking mind, even when he's playing a good defensive game at left back. So then we move him up to right wing, and he does better than Callum Hype Odoi. So I think you keep Emerson. If it comes down to selling one of those, I think you keep Emerson. But like I said, I don't think that's what Frank will think. Frank will see Alonso as a valuable asset when we play that three at the back, when we like we did against Spurs both times last year. So I think he'll probably keep Alonso. But my personal feelings are get rid of Alonso. Keep Emerson. I know a lot of people won't agree with that either, but I'm not really here for that. I just want to put my thoughts out there. Another thing, Willie, was killing it tonight on his save side, passing out of the back. He struggles, but he's a second goalkeeper. You don't expect him to do everything well, not since he's been a second string goalkeeper forever. And he's going on like 40 years old. So I'm okay with that. But he kept us a clean sheet tonight. I mean, he made ridiculous amount of saves. I think the Barnsley had like 13, 14 shots on the night, a lot of those on target, and he stopped a lot of that. So I'm okay with that. So what I said in the Liverpool video that I did, where we had Werner on the left and whoever on the right. I mean, we have Mount, but it could be whoever on the right? Hudson Odoi, Emerson, and now Ziyech when he's back. But that striker in the middle makes all the difference in the world. I said it in the Liverpool video. We saw it tonight. And I think that if Frank ever goes back to not putting a striker in the middle when we have 3 within the squad that we can use, then it's a bad decision. And tonight we saw it when it's the right decision, right? We put Tammy in the middle. It's not just that Tammy scored a goal, right? Or Giroud when he came in, he scored a goal. It's the what it does to the defense to have a striker in the middle, right? It's not a false 9. It's a striker that they have to worry about because Tammy, yeah, he scored a goal. Giroud scored a goal, but they also create opportunities for other people. I mean, Havertz scored a hat trick tonight, and I'm not skipping over that by any means. His number 10 role is his spot because he can come in late to the box and clean it up and put it in the net. We saw Barkley score one, but then he also came in the box late and missed one completely. Mount came in the box late, missed one at the end of the game too. So Havertz comes into the box late and he cleans it up and scores it, right? So that's great, but it's because of that striker there that Havertz can get a hat trick. That's the difference. Now, when Werner's there, he needs to play that way with Havertz playing a number 10 role. Lately, Werner hasn't done that. He just gets the ball and runs, right? Head down, dribbling, running, and trying to shoot, and shoots it right into the defender. He'll get better at that. But Tammy, who's used to the league, used to this style of play, he knows where Havertz is. He leaves the ball. Like, he jumps over it completely, dummies the ball. Havertz puts in his first goal. Another goal later for Havertz, Tammy lays it off for him because he knows where he is. That's what a good striker does. They produce. And everybody that's on the Werner train of how great he's doing, he's just making a lot of runs. You have to be able to make those runs, and I know he will, but you have to be able to make those runs and then have a production off of those runs. You got to be able to play it with somebody, Havertz, or if Werner's playing on the left when Pulisic's out, then Tammy, Giroud, somebody in that middle part to play off of. So I think Frank needs to make sure that stays that way, where we always have a striker up top. Even if Werner goes on the left, we still need a striker up top, and it frees it up. And Werner, I hope, was paying attention tonight on when you are playing as a striker. If he does get put in that number 9 role, his job is not only to keep his head down and get penalties, but to look for the other players and create things and get the assist as much as the goal. So hopefully he noticed that tonight too, and he and Havertz can get the chemistry that Tammy and Havertz already have. Now, I know Tammy and Havertz don't really have chemistry, like they've got this long relationship that's transferred over to them playing for the first time today together. No, it's that they have the confidence in those roles. Tammy is confident number 9. Havertz is a confident number 10, and when they play together, you see results, right? But if you're playing Havertz at different places and he's not confident, you don't see the results. And Werner, he likes coming in from the left, and you put him in the 9, then, he gets all over the place, and the defense doesn't have to watch the center there. They just look for the run in behind. So you guys will see that. Like I said, I don't edit my videos or anything, so a lot of times my thoughts are a little bit all over the place, but I hope you guys are following along here, and you'll see a trend. Like, if you go back and watch the Liverpool video I did, and then you watch this one, you'll see what I was talking about in the Liverpool video, and then you watch this game, and you'll see that when you do have that number 9 in there, and Havertz in a true number 10, the difference it makes. And again, said it at the beginning of the video, I'll say it again now. It is Barnsley. I get that. But before you go discrediting everything about Barnsley, one, they had a ton of shots on goal. We still kept a clean sheet. Caballero did that. So I think Mendy coming in will be helpful even in the league games. Okay, so that's the first thing. Even though it's just Barnsley, still a bunch of shots that could have went in tonight that did not. And two, a lot of people on the pitch didn't score tonight that have scored in the Premier League. Mount, Hudson Odoi, those are the two that really red flag it, stick out for me. Kovacic, he scored some in the Premier League, I think. I know in the Champions League, but still, you get what I'm saying. It is just Barnsley, but some people didn't score that could have, that had opportunities to score, and I think we still need to give credit where credit is due. Barnsley played well, and some of our players played really, really well. So definitely a much happier video after this game, not because of the result. I mean, we all expected the win. I said it in the Liverpool video I made. We all expected the win. The feeling of happiness is that the formations are starting to work out. That 4-2-3-1 that's gold. That's what we have the players to do. And then let those three interchange as needed. You can put Pulisic on the left, Havertz in the middle, and Ziyech on the right. But Ziyech can play as a number 10 as well. So he can come in the middle and Havertz can go out to the right. Pulisic can play in the middle or on the right. I mean, he's played there. He plays in the middle for USA team sometimes. He's played on the right when he was at Dortmund. So Pulisic can play in all three of those. Havertz can play in all three of those. Ziyech can play in all three of those. Okay? So the 4-2-3-1. And even when Pulisic and Ziyech are out, you can go with a 4-3-3 as long as it's an attacking 4-3-3. Meaning, instead of a holding midfielder and two center mids, you go with two center mids and one cam, a center attacking midfielder, which would be Havertz in the number 10 role. And then you go with a striker up top, a left wing, right wing. So you can do a 4-3-3 as long as it's the right 4-3-3. We play a 4-1-2-3, really, when we play a 4-3-3. We play the four at the back. We put Conte in the middle, or Jorginho mostly. It's usually Jorginho. And then we put Conte and Kovacic on the two center mid spots. And then we have the three at the top. That's not going to work well for us. That's not what our players are good at. Our players are good to run a 4-3-3, which is four at the back, right? Once Chili's in there, four at the back. I don't like Alonso at the back, but Emerson did well, so he could play on the left. And then of course two, center mids, a cam, and then the three up top. That's the 4-3-3 that we should play, and never the other, right? With the one and then the two. We need the two and then the one. It helps our defense. It gives you 6 defending, okay, instead of 5 going forward and 5 in the back. It gives you 6 defending because that's where we struggle. We have no midfield defense, and then our defense struggles, so we need 6 defending and less going forward because they're creative and they're good if the right people are in the right place. All right, so I'm done with Barnsley. Another long video. I apologize for that, but if you're into Chelsea and you realize that I don't edit my videos down, this is what you get. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll be uploading this, and then, of course, we'll see you Saturday for West Brom. May do a live for that one. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want that. If not, I'll do a follow-up video just like this. Chelsea Uncut. Until next time, up the Blues.